This video and every video on this channel is made possible by your support on patreon.com/616entertainment. I couldn't do this without you, and your contributions keep this channel alive. You can also grab an official shirt over on prowrestlingtees.com/616entertainment. What's up, DanDans? My name is Ian. Welcome to 616Nitro. Now, last week we brought our full playthrough of the WWE SmackDown vs. Raw Season Mode to a close. He kicked out. And this week, I think it only makes sense that we kick off a brand new adventure in a way that stacks up to that SmackDown vs. Raw season mode. I think we should go after the WWF Championship right here in one of the greatest of all time. Some say the greatest of all time. WWF No Mercy. It's been a little while since we played No Mercy here on this channel, and there's a reason I'm letting this intro video play all the way through, and it's so that we can just relive this for a second. I'm gonna shut up. How about that?
Hey, stop.
Are you guys reliving these memories with me? Are you reliving these memories with me? Now, you're gonna notice that some of these characters are in alternate costumes. This is not a brand new out-of-the-box copy of No Mercy. This is a copy of No Mercy that I've had for over 10 years, and before it belonged to me, it belonged to somebody named Javon. And how do I know that? It's because I bought this game used.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking. WWF No Mercy.
Alright, this is a pretty raw episode of 616Nitro. We're going to get to the plan at hand, which is the WWF Championship mode, but I just want to show you. I've talked about this in years past, and I just want to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about here. Some of the differences in this game. Now, Kurt Angle, you can see he's updated. I made him bald. I will take credit for those edits. Triple H, I gave him his colorful, like, 2003 gear. Edge is kind of looking more rated R era with the black, the red, and the white. But there are things in here that I will not take credit for. And that is when we go into the Divas section and we come down here to Javon. This is whoever owned this game before me. I don't know who Javon is. I don't know why he put himself in Val Venus's template and put himself in the Divas section with one of his avatars is like a mysterious spirit and the other is Deborah McMichael. I don't really understand that. But yeah, man, there's some weird shit going on here. Like a category called Suspended. Did I do that? I don't remember that. I do remember this. This was my created character, where I was in the middle of some sort of flux. Why am I doing a moonwalk? I mean, I love Michael Jackson. Maybe that's why. But clearly, I was still sticking with the name of Ian Hardy, because I grew up a big Hardy mark. But I'm also clearly going through like some sort of Hardys/MMA phase here with those gloves. And this TNA section, look, I created this Jeff Jarrett. I'm taking credit for that. Christian Cage, that's all me. This, where is he? Raven, that's me. You know, I turned X-Pac into Sean Waltman and I gave him his TNA colors. So that's kind of the really cool part about these old cartridge games, is these memories stay put. Like, obviously, I put Dean Malenko in the main event category with guys like Jeff Hardy and Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, Triple H. Dean Malenko was a main player for me. And these memories are always going to be here, and that's fucking cool. But you know what else is going to be here? Championship mode. And you may remember in the past on 616 SmackDown, the first ever weekly wrestling game show, we did a full playthrough of the Intercontinental Championship mode with the Big Red Machine Kane, but this time we're switching plans up. We're going to play through the World Heavyweight Championship run, and I've put some thought into this, and I think Undertaker might be the way to go. Now, do we want this 2010 Undertaker? We've got Ministry Taker. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. And we have Ministry Taker with the mask. I'm thinking we go with this sick-ass Ministry Taker. I obviously wiped American Badass Taker out of existence. I don't know why, because I like American Badass Undertaker. But this is my favorite Undertaker look ever, so this is the way to go. The journey begins right here, right now. It's a brand new chapter of 616 Nitro Season 3. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Chapter 1, Royal Rumble Qualifying. There will be a qualifying match for the Royal Rumble. Alright, I don't need all this time to read it. It's just one sentence. Do I have to press A? Alright, well, now we know. If you win at the Royal Rumble, you will make it to WrestleMania for a chance to be the World Wrestling Federation Champion. Now, DanDans, you know we're going to get it. Undertaker's opponent is light heavyweight Taka. What the fuck is that sentence structure? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. I forgot about these. I shouldn't say that. I didn't forget about how the Titantron videos look here in WWF No Mercy. It's just been a while since I've seen them. You know what I mean? The Undertaker makes his way to the ring. And here comes the challenger. This is one of the top theme songs of the era. Oh, give me just a second to interrupt myself and put over the fact that the History of God of War Part 3, The End of Vengeance, premieres this Friday, August 19th at 5 p.m. Central, right here on YouTube. I will be in the chat with you guys for the first showing. It's going to be an excellent time, an excellent hangout. I hope to see you there. Let's get back to the show. Come on, that's a great theme song, dude. Now, I know we're listening to a super compressed version of it because we're playing here on the Nintendo 64, but I have some adjustments to make because we're coming off of WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, which is obviously a PlayStation 2 game, but there was also voice acting there. There was all sorts of stuff. There were loading screens I had to cut out. We were not able to punch Taka Michinoku in the balls in that game. But we can certainly do it here, and we're going to take full advantage of it. Get out of my ring! We're practicing for the Royal Rumble right now. That would be an elimination right there. How about it? One of the greatest taunts of all time. Undertaker going down to the knee, presenting his hand to the Lord of Darkness. Oh, we busted him wide open! Taka is bleeding his own blood! Ben Stiller certainly doesn't bleed his own blood, but when you're Taka Michinoku in the ring with the Undertaker, you don't have that choice. It's not up to you. Now, DanDans, I want to ask you, when is the last time you played some WWF No Mercy? Has it been a while? Do you still play this regularly? If not, what's holding you back? I mean, I don't know the last time I checked prices, but I don't think an N64 goes for too much anymore. It goes for more now than it used to a couple years ago. But the Nintendo 64 console and this game are still probably, you know, affordable for the most part. We're not talking about any Def Jam Fight for New York territory here, which, while we're on the subject of bringing that up, look at this, Undertaker! Choke slam from hell! Now, I'm not going to give Taka the opportunity to kick out of that, but on the topic of Def Jam Fight for New York, that was nearly the next full playthrough. I almost went in that direction, and here's what I'm thinking, guys. After this Undertaker playthrough, mandible claw action here, but we're just going to call it a choke. I can see adopting that as a finish as we go along. I think Def Jam Fight for New York will be the next one. I think that's where we're going to go. But I think Taka is going to go to hell. I hope you enjoyed the last ride! 1, 2, 3! 2 minutes and 18 seconds flat. The Undertaker qualifies for the Royal Rumble. Now, I was wondering, if they were going to give us a beautiful replay of this last ride, and it seems as though they will. Check this out, check this out, check this out. The locomotion in the knees, the strength of the Undertaker brings Taka Michinoku up where he needs to be, brings him all the way up to heaven just to drop him to hell with the last ride. Goodness gracious, you know what came from here, the 3 count. Let's get on to it. Let's get on to it. What the fuck does let's get on to it mean? Next chapter, come on, let's keep moving. Stacking up some cash here, which I'm not mad about because there are a number of things in the shop that I didn't buy yet. Chapter 2. Who's in front of us now? Funaki? We took out Taka. We got Funaki. Chapter 2. Royal Rumble. Oh shit! It's the WWF Champion, Christian Cage! This is fucking cool. You had better remember what your purpose at the Royal Rumble is. It could decide your entire career. It could go 3 different ways. You will only get to face me at WrestleMania if you're the last one standing in the ring at the Royal Rumble. That was one way. He made a distinct point that it could go 3 ways, but he only listed one of them. I feel like I'm watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and we just went through Nightwolf's crazy tests, you know? The Royal Rumble will decide the fate for all superstars here tonight. It's all up to you now. Which of the 3 paths will you take? Or are we going to get some fucking details on what this means? Good luck, Undertaker! God, they screamed at me there. Now, obviously, we know the rules of a Royal Rumble, and it looks like we're going to start things off with D'Lo Brown, Brian Lawler, and Perry Saturn. Yes, I changed Grandmaster Sexay to Brian Lawler. I was a TNA mark, okay? What are you gonna rake me through the coals in the comments here? I loved the Royal Rumble 2000 set here at Madison Square Garden with the taxi cab overlooking the entrance ramp in a precarious position. It looks as though it may drop at any moment. And I think No Mercy did a great job of recreating this set. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Maxwell right now, who may or may not be watching. He might tune into these videos every once in a while. I love Maxwell. He, every time I see D'Lo Brown, I think of him. Because he used to tell me that he would, like, fuck with his wife, and he would, like, do dumb shit or say dumb shit, and when his wife would give him that look of, like, what are you doing? He would do the D'Lo Brown handshake. You're looking at the real deal now. As Brian Lawler high steps his way into the ring, and look, he's gonna high step his ass over that goddamn top rope. Do you understand? And while we're here, and while we are playing through this WWF Championship run here in No Mercy, as Perry Saturn makes his way to the ring, you know what? I'm just gonna abandon what I was about to say, because 33? Why are there more than 30 people in this Royal Rumble? What is this, fucking 2010? When did they do the 40-man Royal Rumble and fucking Alberto Del Dickhead won it? That was the same show, right? And then they did the greatest Royal Rumble, aka here's an excuse for the fucking Blood Money show. How about it? Let's get Grandmaster Sexay out of here. He's got to go, right? Bing! Oh, he held on. Not only is he a Grandmaster of being sexy, he's also apparently the Grandmaster of self-preservation when it comes to the Royal Rumble. What a reversal! What a reversal! You're not going to get your Maven moment on me, you son of a bitch. How about we finish a thought here? What I was going to say was, some of you probably remember that Perry Saturn was considered like a cheat code in this game for a while, because you can set the game up for survival mode, and there was an old trick where you could take a rubber band or something of the sort, maybe a wrench, clamp it down on the A and B button, and Saturn's like super strong strike just held down with no direction whatsoever, he would probably just eliminate dozens of people in survival mode. Get off the ropes, Undertaker. And make you cash on cash. So we need to get our asshole together here because this is not going as smoothly as it could. This is gonna be a long fucking match if we don't get this together. Get out of here, ass! Get out! He's blocking my shit. I don't like that. Grandmaster, fuck you. That was terrible. That was as bad as Rob Van Balls. Here we go. Get out of here, sucker!
Eliminated.
Holy shit. If we go the whole way, which is kind of the goal here, this is going to be so long. This is going to be a long episode of 616 Nitro. Big gorilla press from the Phenom, D'Lo Brown. Come get some, sucker. Here comes Taka Michinoku, the Undertaker's nemesis, I suppose, at this stage of the game. D'Lo going for that drop kick against the ropes. Listen. Oh, no! Every time I get hit near these ropes, I'm going to be fucking clenched up. Do you understand? Get out of here, D'Lo! Saturn, how dare you? I'm trying to get D'Lo Brown out of here. Taka looking for a pile driver on Saturn. As if that man has been dropped on his head enough in his days. Now, DanDans, you are listening to this. Well, I shouldn't say that. You are listening to a man by the name of Ian. Recording these voiceovers, recording this episode of 616 Nitro. I'm just a couple days out from going to the dentist for what should be, hopefully, a pretty gnarly procedure. Now, I won't get too personal, but you know what I'm saying? Most people in their late teens, early 20s, they get a wisdom tooth surgery. You know, you get your wisdom teeth removed because a lot of people's wisdom teeth are fucked up as D'Lo Brown gets fucked up and put over the top rope. Your wisdom teeth can come in sideways, they can come in crooked, you know. Mine came in and broke my back teeth in half. So for the last many, many years, my very back molars have just been broken in half, which is has led to years and years of extreme discomfort and pain. And I feel like I've let it go too long, and that was a mistake. And I just need to get these broken teeth out of my fucking skull, basically. So, the plan at the moment is to hopefully go to the dentist. I'm recording this on August 9th. My appointment is on the 11th. Chokeslam from hell! And hopefully my dentist is going to be able to rip these broken teeth out of my fucking head. Now, if that sounds concerning, if that sounds scary, maybe it is. But I'm not worried about any sort of dental fears or anxieties. The anxiety and the stress that I have comes from just hoping that this can all go without a hitch. Because getting a couple teeth extracted, you know, a couple $100, that's a lot of money, but I can handle that. But if I go to my dentist and he goes, look, I can't do anything here. You need to go see like a gnarly oral surgeon. You need to get those wisdom teeth out. You need all these teeth removed at once. That would be several $1,000s, and for an independent content creator, that's not anything you want to go through. So, everybody, please, by the time you're hearing this, I've been through it. The appointment is over. Just keep your future fingers crossed that everything went according to plan, all right? And I realized that it doesn't really... Christian is the WWF champion. Why is he here? Why is he in the Royal Rumble? Why was he eliminated from the Royal Rumble in a matter of seconds? The WWF champion looked to upseat the Undertaker, but it was not to be. The ring has been cleared. The Phenom stands tall. How about it? Go ahead and celebrate, Taker. You deserve it. Here comes either Rikishi or Scotty. It's Scotty 2 Hotty, the master of the worm. Yeah, keep your fingers from the future crossed that everything went according to plan and that I am now living a happier, healthier life. Because that's where my stress is coming from. You know what I mean? Choke slam! That's where my stress is coming from. And it might be nonsensical to be talking about a thing that will have already happened by the time you guys hear it, but I'm just, you know, I'm venting a little bit. How about that? Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to let some of my stress out into the universe? Can I do that, please? The last ride! We're taking our stress out on Scotty 2 Hotty and on Steve Blackman. The lethal weapon off camera is going to eat the last ride. We just heard the big bump ski. I wonder how unhappy Steve Blackman is that he took that bump when the cameras weren't even on him. Scotty, thanks for coming. I love ya. But we're... Oh, shit. Come on now. Take 2. Thanks for coming, Scotty. I love ya. But we're getting this show on the road.
Eliminated.
All right. I feel like we're starting to kick it into high gear here. We're figuring out this rhythm. All right. Now Steve, he's not a good man. I don't like him. Rikishi with the headlock takeover. Here comes Big Daddy V. Viscera. Shout out to Viscera, who is no longer with us in real life. You know, it's unfortunate that when you're goddamn 6'8", 6'10", whatever he really was, and had to be every bit of 400 or 500 pounds, that's a lot of work that your heart has to do 24/7, 365, and unfortunately, people that size don't stick around very long. But in the short amount of time that Viscera was with us here on planet Earth, he made a lasting impression, did he not? You will see a picture of Viscera for the rest of your life and know exactly who he was. And I think that's a pretty cool thing to strive to, right? As Rikishi strives to eat the choke slam. That didn't make any sense. I don't think he wanted to get choke slammed, but he got choke slammed. Up and over the top rope. You're goddamn right he's eliminated. Big Daddy V, show me something. Well, abdominal stretch. I wanted to team up with you there, Vis, but I guess it wasn't in the cards. DanDans, let's turn this comment section into, let's turn the comment section into a venting box. Why not? I got to talk about the stress that I'm under, hoping that this dentist appointment is not going to cost fucking thousands of dollars. But what are you guys worried about? What are your stressors at the moment? Let some of it out. Let it flow through the comments. Maybe you'll feel better after. You know, talking can be pretty damn cathartic, Mark. I know not many people know what I'm referencing there, but it doesn't matter for Steve Blackman. God damn it! Back suplex from the Big Boss Man. We should call him the Big Back Suplex Man. You son of a bitch. Come here, Steve. Come here, Steve. Get out of my ring, sucker! What's up? Boss Man! How dare you? I'm upset. I'm up the fuck set now. We're getting you out of here, Black Man. Your time has come and gone.
Eliminated.
Now, me and Big Daddy V are gonna take care of the old boss man here. Now, both of these motherfuckers were members of the corporate ministry at one point. Oh no! He punched me right in my corporate minstrels. God damn it. Who's on their way? It's Test! It's Test! And you know what, Test? You're too big. We got giant heat, alright? We got giant heat, and I won't stand for it. But it looks like you're a little busy. So I gotta talk to Big Daddy V! We're about to see the biggest last ride in the history of the WWF! He's up! And he's down! Last ride on Viscera! What an elimination I've got for you here. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Viscera's saying he's not ready to go, but I don't remember leaving it up to old Vis, all right? Off the ropes. Get out of here, sucker! Check this out. Check this out. We just killed everybody in the front row. Big Daddy V was too goddamn heavy. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Spike pile driver on Test. Viscera's too goddamn heavy to be hitting the fucking barricade after flying off the ring apron. Boss Man up and over the top rope. Undertaker is looking to clear the ring once again. And we don't know if we did because the goddamn camera cut away. Thanks, Kevin Dunn, you MAGA motherfucker. Piece of shit, idiot. Come on now, come on now. You know what? On that topic, the day that I'm recording this, Sean Ross Sapp broke the story that Kevin Dunn's production truck during the 2020 election had a Trump 2020 flag taped to his truck that said, "Keep America Great." Now, there's a whole trend on Twitter right now people are tagging Triple H and Stephanie McMahon saying like, okay, now when are you going to fire Kevin Dunn? How many of you need to see the photos of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon with Donald Trump in his office? Do you think they give a flying fuck that Kevin Dunn is a Trump supporter? They're Trump supporters. Come on now, use your fucking brains. They don't give a shit. But remember, WWE is not a political place, and that's where you can go to escape the serious issues of the real world. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and trot Titus O'Neil. Titus? Oh no! Go ahead and trot Titus O'Neil out there to spread your message. Fucking gross. Anyway, abdominal stretch time for Dean Malenko as Bulldog with a running neck breaker on test. Now, I, on this very cartridge, had British Bulldog crowned as the WWF champion for quite a long time. Bulldog was my long-running WWF champion, and Test right now is hitting him with a pile driver. For a man with a history of spinal cord issues, the British Bulldog doesn't want to be eating any pile drivers, all right? Look at Dean Malenko, you're too fast. Man of 1,000 holds, man of pissing me off 1,000 times. Get out of here, sucker. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to go, but not before you take a choke slam, all right? No! No! Get away from the ropes! Asshole guy! Fuck you, I don't think so. Wow, half of the guys in the ring right now are dead. That's unfortunate. Bulldog and Test are both no longer with us in real life. That's always kind of one of the crazy things about coming back to old wrestling games, you know? Guys who would only be, like, in their 40s and 50s, and, like, most of them are no longer here. It's kind of nuts. But, you know, it is, what am I going to do about it? It is what it is. Wait until Chris Benoit gets in the ring. That's a whole nother conversation. Oh! Now, I'm going to pop my special right now as Edge makes his way to the ring, the Rated R Superstar. This episode's probably going to be an hour long, isn't it? This is out of control. You know what? I'm feeling pretty fucking, come here. I'm feeling pretty creative. Asshole! Edge, how dare you! Back suplex on the Phenom. I was feeling creative. I was going to hit somebody with their own shit. And you ruined it. Bang. Oh no, oh no. Dean Malenko with the right hand for my deeds. No, no, no. Man of 1,000 holds. Man of pissing me off 1,001 times. Because it was 1,000 last time. And now he pissed me off again. He's looking to bust me open with these hard right hands from the mount. He's looking to make me bleed my own blood. And I don't want to do that. Edge looking for a pin. Who is he, Randy Savage? Remember when the finish to that one Royal Rumble? I can't remember which year it was. When Savage hits the elbow off the top rope on Yokozuna and then goes for the pin. And isn't it Gorilla Monsoon? It's just like, there's no pins! And then Yokozuna throws Randy off of him over the top rope. Cool idea in theory to have someone like ejected from a pin up and over the top rope, but it made Randy look like a fucking idiot. But I guess the Macho Man was like he was a maniac, so. And according to Bruce Pritchard on his podcast, I used to listen to Bruce Pritchard's podcast. Look at the Vader bomb by Dean Malenko out of the corner, man of 1,005 holds. Because he just ganked that shit from fucking Vader. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is what you get for gimmick infringement, pal! Eliminated indeed. Bruce Pritchard said that finish of Randy getting thrown over the top rope off a pin attempt was Randy's idea. You know, and that makes sense. He also said, when the concern was raised during the conversation over, I want to say it was WrestleMania 7, that's where Warrior retired Savage, right? And he pinned him with just the one foot on him. I want to say it was Conrad Thompson, the host of the show, in case you didn't know. He asked Bruce, like, was there any concern backstage about that burying Randy? You know, getting pinned with one foot in your retirement match. And Bruce was like, no, it was Randy's idea. So, Savage, by all accounts, was a pretty giving guy, considering his position. You know, a lot of top guys, especially back then, you hear all the stories about how they were so protective of their spot, and they were paranoid of the young guys who were coming up. They're going to take my spot, brother. But Savage sounded like if he was going to lose, he wanted to lose in spectacular fashion. You know, Eric Bischoff, on his podcast, another Conrad Thompson joy, he said that the 1997 feud that is still looked back on very fondly between Randy Savage and Diamond Dallas Page, the plan was never to like use that as a vehicle specifically to get DDP over as like a top guy for the first time. Savage and DDP was like on the card, and Bischoff was talking to Savage, and he was like, "What are you thinking tonight?" And Savage goes like verbatim, "You know, I think I want to take the Diamond Cutter." And what that meant, oh no! We're by the ropes. We shouldn't be by the ropes like this. What that meant wasn't like, hey, I want to take his finish and kick out. When Savage said, I think I want to take the Diamond Cutter, Savage was saying, I think I want DDP to beat me. You know, I think there's something here. I think the people like DDP. I think it will do me favors to be connected to this guy who is hot right now. His finish is gigantic. People love it. Let's get me involved in that sort of situation. So, yeah, man. Sounds like Savage was a pretty giving dude. Which is pretty damn cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this! Test gets leveled with a right hand from The Undertaker. And speaking of getting leveled with right hands, how many of you are watching the weekly episodes of the UFC Championship Tournament right here on youtube.com/616entertainment? At the time that you guys are seeing this episode of 616 Nitro, choke slam! I think we have made it all the way through the first round of the tournament. So kicking things off next week, if I have my my I's dotted and my T's crossed, I think we are looking at Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin 2, which is a fight that nobody ever thought they would see. It's a fight Forrest Griffin never wanted. You know, I'll talk about it more on that video, which I have not recorded yet, so I don't know who wins. But if you didn't know, Anderson Silva over Forrest Griffin is one of maybe the most dominant, most embarrassing fights in UFC history. Anderson Silva cemented himself as maybe the greatest of all time in that fight over a former light heavyweight champion in Forrest Griffin, while Anderson Silva was the middleweight champion. You know, Anderson Silva moved up and over the top rope for Crash Holly. Anderson Silva moved up in weight to take that fight and just embarrassed Forrest Griffin badly. And Forrest is such a maniac, and he's so funny that there were interviews with him like years later, and they were like, what would you do if you were faced with a rematch against Anderson Silva? And here comes China! Another dearly departed. So was Crash Holly, by the way. But, you know, the interviewer was probably looking for some interesting details there, or maybe like, you know, maybe I would try and take him down, because I'm bigger than him, and I feel like I'm stronger, so maybe I should have taken him down. But Forrest Griffin's response was, if I had a rematch with Anderson, what would I do? I don't know, probably poison him? What an answer, dude. And then there was the time that Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonner, the two light heavyweight finalists in the Ultimate Fighter 1, they were hosting some show together, and it was like a round table sort of situation, and they both got their asses kicked by Anderson Silva in their career, and they were talking about their respective fights against Anderson, and Forrest and Stephan were talking about it. Forrest was like, I don't know if the two of us could team up and beat him. And Forrest was like, you know what? No. Here's what we would do. You sneak up behind him, or he was like, you try and fight him. And then while he's inevitably beating the shit out of you, I'll try and sneak up behind him and put him in a choke. I love that. I love that. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the UFC Championship Tournament is going to lead us, because we got guys like Chuck Liddell and Vitor Belfort. I mean, they put in astonishing performances on their way to securing their knockout victories. Chuck Liddell and Vitor Belfort could be favorites, you know, as Jericho reverses 2 choke slams of mine in a row. We got 16 guys left, which means we are about halfway through this Royal Rumble. which is pretty unbelievable. We're damn near 40 minutes into this episode of 616 Nitro. Most of the installments of the SmackDown vs. Raw season mode were about 40 minutes long, each episode. As Edge, look at Edge! Flatliner! Flatliner on Farouk! That's not what Edge called it. Canyon called it the Flatliner. Downward Spiral! That's what Edge called it! Downward Spiral! And take a look for you. I got something too! Choke Slam for your deeds, Chris Jericho! For Your Deeds t-shirts available on ProWrestlingTees.com/616Entertainment. I should get a shirt that says Y2J Eliminated. Now, I don't know when it happened, but Farouk is busted wide open, and Edge is getting a little too big for his fucking britches here. He's hitting Farouk with flatliners left and right. His finisher bar is teetering on the orange area. I don't think I like that. I think we need to get this guy out of here. As here comes Road Dogg. You know, I don't like Road Dogg. I like Billy Gunn, but I don't like Road Dogg, alright? Get the fuck out of here! Farouk. Oh my god! Road Dogg is so stupid that when I punched Farouk, he threw himself over the top rope. Par for the course with a guy like that. That makes me happy. You know, we're down to 14 here. I think this episode's easily probably going to be an hour long. Because I'm looking to go the long haul. As Al Snow is about to join the fray, I'm looking for the long haul here. I'm not looking to make it to the final 4 or the final 10 or the final burp. I'm looking to go to fucking WrestleMania. I'm looking to punch my ticket here. And I guess we're going to find out what one of those 3 paths is. I think they promised 2 explanations, and we've yet to get more than 1. You know, it's like I said before, Mortal Kombat Annihilation all over again. It's not, well, it's Crazy Tess. As Al Snow is looking to hit us with some shoulder block skis here. Farouk dropping some massive right hands on Edge. Al Snow says, that's the end of the line for The Undertaker? Are you out of your asshole? You gotta be fucking kidding me here. Bang! Get out of here. Get out of here! Check this out, check this out, check this out. Oh yeah! Break his back, make him humble on the announcer's table. Now we're gonna hit some taunt action over here, because our special bar is down in the green. We don't want it to be in the green. You know what I'm saying? You want your finances to be green or black, depending on what kind of terms you're using. But we don't want to be in the fucking green, alright? Here comes Javon, the man of the hour, the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. It's Javon, the former owner of this fucking cartridge. Oh my goodness, Javon, I have questions for you. I got questions for you. Why did you do what you did with some of these characters? What was going through your mind? Why did you steal Val Venus' spot on the roster? And why are you hitting me with a Russian leg sweep? He's quick, he's fast, he's deceptive, he's Javon, he's going to the top rope. Axe handle, but he can't jump that far because he never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Get out of here. How many of you got that reference? Javon? You go fuck yourself, okay? Get the fuck out of here. Goodness gracious. Farouk with the small package. 1, 2, 3. And if this were any sort of other match, Edge would be eliminated. But Farouk, I'm sorry that you don't understand how Royal Rumbles work, or else you would have done that. Alright? Albert is on his way to the ring, looking all kinds of strange. Oh, 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 oh! Get off the ropes! Edge, you're on my nerves now. Edge just knocked me backwards with a strike, and we don't like that. And we also don't like goddamn Albert sticking his nose in our business. Here comes Hardcore Holly. Who remembers Royal Rumble 2004, where Hardcore Holly had his one and only WWE Championship match against the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. It was the follow-up for Lesnar breaking Hardcore Holly's neck. And he might have just broken it again when he got ass dumped over the top rope. But I remember I was in, look at this, Albert with a fucking sweet twisting sort of deal there. That was almost like an F5 ski. How about it? I remember being into that angle. Hardcore Holly coming back with a vengeance going after Brock Lesnar. I loved it. I love when a guy from the middle of the card, like Hardcore Holly, no disrespect, it just is what it is. Hardcore Holly was a career middle of the card guy. Facing Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship, that stuff is always intriguing to me. Oh yeah, I love that stuff. So I was into that angle. I remember people, maybe they had some problems with the match. They were like, oh, it should have gone longer. Hardcore Holly should have got more in. There should have been a rematch. I don't know, man. No, no. Oh no! I can't believe this just happened. Why is The Rock's music playing? So what happens now? Did we just lose? Or do we continue? Chapter 3, so that's that. We did not win the Royal Rumble. Give me Edge in a fucking buried alive Inferno match to the death. I can't believe this happened. DanDans, I call that a cliffhanger. I call that episode 1 of WWF No Mercy an unbelievable heartbreaker. We've been having trouble getting it fucking done with the Royal Rumble, haven't we, across these playthroughs. DanDans, I love ya, and I'll see you next week.